All right, boys, today's the day we are taking the 2JZ Miata to work. Let's hope this goes good. I'm really nervous. I don't know if you can tell, I'm shaking a little bit. I'm just so nervous about getting pulled over or, anything could go wrong. And California, cops. But let's get it. 5-point harness. And I know one of you guys is gonna realize this harness is not installed properly. I know. It is merely for looks. Because if I get pulled over, I'd much rather have this on than nothing. So, let's go. Give her a sec. Oh, come on. We're in neutral. Doesn't like the cold. bugs, no cops, no overheating, no none. I have my work boots on, so I can't even feel anything. Oh. I was worried about being late, I was worried about cops, I was worried about engine, drivetrain, braking issues, because this thing has no brakes, no ABS. Damn, how many times am I going to stop? While I was driving back from work, there was not one, but two cops. And one of them, I was sitting at the light, and he's sitting in this alley behind like this the shopping center. And I look over, I'm like, oh, thank God there's no cops. And I look over, and he's just facing right at me with his running lights on. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, do I wave? Do I just act like everything's fine? Do I just look away, ignore him? And while I was trying to take off, I was trying to be really easy because I'm not a fan of this clutch. It's so touchy, and I'm wearing, work boots, so I can't really even feel anything that much. But I'm easing off, trying to find that sweet spot. I revved it to like 1,500, 2,000 RPMs, and it's just trying to like get it to slowly engage. And I was just like, shit. But yeah, it was thankfully no problems, no cops, no nothing. I wasn't racing anybody, nothing stupid. Did one little pull, pulled up to our buddy's house, one of our coworkers, but he was gone. Bro says he has a concussion and he's probably out at Disneyland. So make that make sense. But we showed up, he wasn't there, we left. That was that. 3 things. One of the cameras overheated, the second one ran out of battery, and then the 360 camera ran out of storage, or I don't know what happened, but it stopped recording. So I was talking to myself the whole time, trying to actually record a vlog. The drive there, I was super nervous, just looking out for cops. I was just, adrenaline was super high. The first time I've actually ever taken it out on the road anywhere other than just around the block. But all in all, I was super happy with how the Miata did. The coolant reservoir that I just made held up. I mean, she leaked a little bit, but not bad. The turbo held up. Temps were all good. The manual steering kicking my ass a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. But it's a very raw car, and it's still not fully tuned, so it's gonna be hopefully soon when I get the full E85 and 91 tune on this. Just holding off a little bit. I'm kind of struggling with motivation on this. I'm trying to keep moving and keep making stuff, but there's a couple issues I've run into, one of which being while I was driving yesterday, I was having a lot of driveline vibrations, which I started noticing, and I was like, this didn't happen while I was driving around the block last month. So while I was at work, I took a sec and I went under the rear end. I was like, I wonder if my diff bracket that I made to delete the Miata's PPF, because it's got a basically a C channel that goes all the way up from the transmission to the differential, connects the two so that they're perfectly in line all the time. Because I deleted that, you can kind of see my diff bracket right here. One, I lost a bolt, and two, it's pretty bent. So I think my driveline angle is off now, so that the transmission and differential aren't equal but opposite angles, so it's causing a lot of vibration. We're gonna try to get that fixed. I'm gonna have to make a new one at some point. Probably just end up using some thicker material, but some point I found a 370Z or 350Z and G35 differential swap kit. Guy Squidworks, I think, Squid Spec or something. He's designed his own diff mount solution, and it uses the stronger 350Z axles, I think. So I'm looking into that. I think it's like $1,000 after everything. Just holding off, you know. A couple things to address, because I'm sure someone's going to notice this in the driving clips. So, what was it? No, yesterday, 2 days ago, the night before driving it, I was thinking about some things. You know, I wanted to make sure that I had turn signals, so I threw the front bumper on. And then I was like, oh crap, if I get pulled over, all I have right now is the 5-point, the lap belt. So really just a 3-point, which, you know, that doesn't really look too good if I get pulled over. And I was like, well, crap, I don't have time to put in the roll bar or the cage because it's a piece of crap. So I was like, okay, well, let me just throw these in, just at least for look. So if I get pulled over, they're like, okay, you know, you got a harness, you know, may not be California DOT proper, but who cares? So I just connected it to where my side mount, my lap belt mounts to. I know it's not safe. If I were in a collision, it would be very, very bad. I know it damages your spine and all that different things, but for the sake of getting pulled over, I wanted to make sure I at least had something in there. So at some point I'm gonna redo these, and I'm trying to find a hard dog roll bar or some sort, you know, Blackbird Fabwork, Xeric Fab, a roll bar instead of a roll cage for this. I just think it's going to be too much trying to have a full cage and trying to make everything fit, because I'm at the point right now, I just want this thing to be safe and be able to drive it to where I'm not, you know, just asking for problems. I mean, other than that, everything went really good. It was a fun day. I always get really nervous driving this thing. I don't know if I've ever said this before, but this is my first like legitimate project. Other than this, you know, with the Lexus, I've only ever done coilovers, wheels, engine maintenance, you know, just basic stuff. So this is my first swap, my first high horsepower-ish. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, 400 is not that high. But, you know, turbo car, ever. Never driven a turbo, so that's a learning curve, you know, kind of anticipating when boost is hitting, kind of adjusting for it, being prepared for it. Every time I drive this car, not only am I worried about cars, not only am I worried about cops, but just being in control of this thing. I mean, every time I drive it, my anxiety is through the roof. So many things could go wrong. So many things, you know, could break, overheating, all my wiring, the amount of wiring issues that I've had with this car, and not to blame anyone, because it was all done by me. So yeah, it's been a lot, but I'm thankful. Temps and everything look really good. For a while I was worried about my radiator, because this is, I think, just an eBay radiator. It came with the car when I had it. It's just a universal. It's not a Miata specific one. You can see I don't have the Miata location, mounting locations for it anymore. You can actually see it's literally just a piece of flat bar bent underneath it, and then it's got these aluminum dowels under on the bottom of the radiator that it goes into. But surprisingly, temps are staying right around, I think, like 200 to 190, 195, which is really good for a JZ. It's Amazon fans, which who knows how long those are going to last. I'm thinking about switching to some spalls if I run into heating issues, but yeah, all in all, it was a kick-ass day. Drove around with one of my coworkers. He's got a M3, I don't think it's a CS, but he was saying there's a bunch of stuff done to it. It's like 1,000 horsepower. We'll see. I don't know if I believe him, but yeah, this thing, she kicked ass yesterday. All right, boys, I'm gonna work on trying to get some better footage, figure out these GoPros. These are my dad's cameras, so it's just a learning curve. But yeah, yesterday was a great day, so I'm just really glad to start driving this thing and have some fun in it. So thanks for watching, boys. Till next time.